the idea of coming in and going, I want like my lips done, is really kind of how you started this journey, because you went somewhere and you said, hey, you know, I want to kind of spruce my lip a little bit to create more of a sexiness or more of a poutiness.
And you just did whatever.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
Because you guys have asked for videos like this, you love my plastic surgery videos, and so this is just kind of like something fun that I figured I would do for you guys today. So as you can see, like, I guess I need a little Botox here because I can do the squinting. I don't have too much here. I never have had wrinkles up here. But ever since cutting out gluten, I've noticed that I actually have more movement in my face, so I can actually move it. Like, before it was almost kind of frozen. And I've heard that gluten tightens collagen, which I had scleroderma, so my face was literally like kind of frozen. So it's almost like Botox without getting Botox, but it was horrible because my back was like that too. So it was like the skin felt like it was stretched. Anyhow, so I'm guessing we're probably gonna do some here, maybe some here to pull this up. And then I want to ask about the jowl stitch. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little nervous to get filler and Botox on camera for you guys. My nails are so bad, I gotta take them off.
So what we want to talk about is we want to talk about the proportion, balance, and harmony of the face. And what that does is it creates the aesthetic ideal. So you're young and you have beautiful collagen, you have a lot of elastic fibers that are retained in your skin. And so the idea of coming in and going, I want like my lips done, is really kind of how you started this journey, because you went somewhere and you said, hey, you know, I want to kind of spruce my lip a little bit to create more of a sexiness or more of a poutiness.
And you just did whatever.
Or more of a more show to my lip. But maybe no one ever talked about the ideal of what's the most appropriate to balance out the lip to the face to give you the most beauty. So as we said, you know, to look at an isolated structure, forest from trees, you look at the trees because you're young, and I'm looking at the forest. So what's the most youthful thing that you'll ever maintain to your face, even in your 30s, is volume. Volume in the right way will create the natural OG curve to the face, which creates a natural architectural curve that defines the youth of your face. As we get older, our face becomes angulated and harsh because we lose the volume, and those curves should be soft and flowing. So even at your age, you're already starting to see some natural aging that occurs because you lose the fat pads. So the fat pads on the face are compartmentalized areas that over time, they're separated by each other, but over time they age differently. This is called the nasolabial fat pad here. This guy gets thicker. This one up on here, this is called the infraorbital or medial cheek fat pad, and then the infraorbital fat pad, and then another one called the soothe. All of those deflate differently. This one starts to go before this one does, and this one gets thicker. And then, unfortunately, you slightly start to lose a little bit of bone here. Your jawline becomes a little bit more narrowed in both its width, height, and length. And that changing, that protrusion of the jaw starts to create shadowing.
Like the jowl, sort of?
Correct. So, and you're not bad. This is just...
Oh, I'm horrible.
This is just subtle.
Yeah,
okay, so
it's bad.
when we measure a lot of the face based upon what's called the intercanthal distance. And the intercanthal distance are the two little spots between the eyes, and this distance never changes. And with this, it's called the phi, the golden mean. So this ratio is a proportional balance of the face where you can literally measure everything. I can measure anything from, I can measure from the brow, the width of the brow. I can measure the lip, where the chin should sit. And all of that is in balance. We can measure the high point of where the cheek should be. So for you, you already were complaining a little bit about sort of the cheek. There's the imaginary lines we do. One's called Hinderer's line, where we take a line from the alar sulcus to the tragus, which is to the ear, and I drop a line perpendicular, and where these two intersect should be about right where my pinky is. This should be the high eccentric egg of your cheek. Yours sits a little bit more here. So if I were to go back and rebuild this one day like this, all of a sudden you can fix the hollow, rebuild the arc of the cheek, and it defines the face form and starts to make it look a little thinner. The lip has a little bit too much, so the upper lip here is called the ergotoid. This has a little bit too much of a sort of a shelf, because you literally have lost your bones here, and no one's touched it. So you want to rebuild this deep on the bone, one called the piriform aperture, and that will fix that curviness, and the lip will look a little bit more balanced. And then you need to rebuild your jawline here because you've lost the jowl right here. Or you're starting to get a jowl here, and you've lost the bone here, here. Let me see your angle. This should be about 130-ish. Maybe a little spot right there will pull this back for you too. That subtlety will change the face, and then the lip will start to fit in and of itself better into the face. You don't need.
So don't need lip fillers.
No.
Okay, so I'm all numbed up. I don't think I'm gonna film the actual injection part. So I'm just gonna show you guys, like, this is what my face looks like from the side, from the front, and then I'll show you the after. So we're gonna do a little Botox here, some filler here, here, Sculptra here, and then a little bit here. Okay, so we just finished our appointment. Looking a little crazy, but this is the after treatment of the Botox, the Sculptra. My lips feel a little numb. I didn't get anything done to my lips, but my lips feel a little numb. Definitely feel a little sore. The Sculptra was a little weird. My eyes kept twitching afterwards, but I guess it's just like the numbing cream. I did get some stuff. So what I got was a new tinted moisturizer, and I also got a couple other products. He did say that I do have rosacea, so we're gonna be probably talking about doing a treatment for rosacea. So we're doing IPL, and then I'll probably go in and get like actual like treatment for my rosacea. So you guys see, like, I have like the redness and all that. Like, that's, I've had that for as long as I can remember. So we're gonna go ahead and do treatment for that. But so far, here's the result.
It's just us two.